There is a rare Bitcoin price action signal that has only triggered twice before in 2017 and 2020. And each time after, Bitcoin went on an insane exponential tear to the upside. So listen up. This signal is flashing again. And with all of the massive differences between this cycle and previous cycles, this time around could be much more powerful. It is extremely important for us as crypto investors to be aware of this signal, take a look at the data, and pay close attention to what's happening around the world so we can make the best decisions possible for our unique financial situations to position ourselves ahead of the curve. Hello, I'm Crypto Casey, and in this video, we are going to explore a rare Bitcoin price signal to follow so we can potentially realize a life-changing amount of wealth in a relatively short period of time. Let's hit it. Please check out our sponsors, GoBabyTrade, Uphold, and crypto wallets, Tangent and Ledger. Stop gambling and start making money in crypto with AI. GoBabyTrade's AI-driven robotic trader maximizes profits by capitalizing on market volatility. Passively, literally a set it and forget it investment strategy. See it in action in this video and join our free weekly webinar every Wednesday to learn more. Secure your wealth with Uphold, the trusted money and crypto management platform that actually holds our crypto and cash 100% reserved. It's connected to 30 underlying exchanges, so we get the best prices for crypto on the market and can trade anything to anything. Everything is a pair with a lot more liquidity, and when we trade $100, we get $20 free. And completely own and control and protect your digital assets with cold storage hardware wallets. Tangent is perfect for beginners, affordable, setup is like 90 seconds, and it's super easy to use. For advanced security, Ledger, Stax, and Flex wallets offer cutting-edge protection at the best discounts on the market for our community. So scroll down and use the links below to redeem all the special offers they have for us. Alright, check it out. There is an international cartel of private central banks that controls the supply of money in circulation around the world. This includes the US private central bank called the Federal Reserve, as well as the European Central Bank, the People's Bank of China, Bank of Japan, Bank of England, Bank of Canada, Reserve Bank of Australia, Reserve Bank of India, the Swiss National Bank, the Central Bank of the Russian Federation, etc. And these entities create money out of nothing by basically adding numbers to their databases. And then they give it to their corporate, political, and government cronies, which gives them all opportunities to invest and buy assets ahead of us and the rest of the world. An example of this would be when the pandemic hit. The money printers fired up and politicians loaded up on stocks before prices went absolutely wild. So they had the advantage of getting money first, putting it into the stock market first, causing stock prices to rise before we had a chance to get into the market. And then in true political scum fashion, they used their insider trading skills to dump their bags on us before the music stopped. This phenomenon is called the Canton effect, which basically describes how those closest to sources of new money entering into circulation, bankers, businesses, bureaucrats, and politicians, benefit by buying assets and goods before prices fully reflect the increased money supply, effectively gaining a price advantage. Yes, a terrible scam completely out of our control, so instead of griping, crying, and complaining about it, let's play the hand we were dealt, learn the rigged game, and try to make the best out of it. Alright, so we are going to explore a chart not many people are aware of or reference in crypto called the Global Liquidity Index, or the M2 Global Money Supply year over year, which shows us the growth of the global money supply based on the data from the top 21 central banks. And on this particular chart, the price of Bitcoin is also represented as a line for comparison. Let's check it out. Behold, the M2 Global Money Supply chart. This red line represents the supply of money, which is always increasing. That's just the way the scam is designed. And these blue and red areas represent the growth rate of the money supply. So how fast or slow the money supply is expanding. And this white line is the price of Bitcoin over time. So these blue areas are when the supply of money is expanding. And when it dips below here to these red areas, the supply is contracting. So here's the deal. This is the simple, straightforward concept we need to focus on. When the money supply is expanding, risk-on assets like Bitcoin and crypto thrive and prices start rising. So back 2 crypto bull cycles ago, we can see here back in 2017, when the money supply started increasing substantially, this is when Bitcoin rocketed from around $1,000 to $20,000, a whopping 1,900% increase from around February 2017 to December 2017, before falling back down around $3,000, along with the decreasing global money supply, as we can clearly see here where the blue area dips into the red zone. And the same thing happened in the last bull cycle in 2020. And then we have this sideways consolidation period for a while before breaking out and upward again, here in March 2020. When the pandemic hit, the money printers fired up, rapidly increasing the money supply, and Bitcoin's price took off with it, going from around $5,000 all the way to its previous all-time high of $69,000. And as we can see here, once the money printers shut off, the global money supply fell rapidly, sucking up all the liquidity and money and risk-on assets, sending us spiraling into that brutal crypto bear market, causing Bitcoin to drop all the way down to around $15,000. So again, over the past couple of years, we can see how the global money supply has remained stagnant in this sideways consolidation period until around August of 2024. And like clockwork, as the global money supply increased, Bitcoin hit and surpassed its previous all-time highs and eventually reached a new level of around $111,000 back in May of 2025. Amazing. So where are we going from here? The most recent data on the chart still shows the global money supply is relatively stable. Is there going to be a big bullish breakout soon? Has the historic Bitcoin bull signal flashed for a third time, signaling massive exponential gains ahead? Well, lucky for us, Julian Biddle, head of macro research at Global Macro Investor, makes projections based on historical data and has recently updated his global M2 versus Bitcoin chart. Let's check it out. First, let's make sure we are prepared for a bullish breakout with the right tools and services to make our crypto journeys safer, easier, and more profitable to build long-term wealth. Ditch traditional banks and risky crypto exchanges with Uphold, a wealth management platform that keeps our crypto and cash 100% backed one-to-one. We can get 4.5% APY in an FDIC insured US dollar savings account. We can sign up for free in just 60 seconds, and it's connected to over 30 underlying exchanges, which means we get the best possible prices for crypto. Everything is a trading pair, so we can trade anything to anything. And when we trade our first $100, we get $20 free. Secure and completely own your Bitcoin and digital assets with cold storage hardware wallets. Tangent is perfect for beginners. It's the most affordable and easiest crypto wallet to use. Takes only 90 seconds to set up. Literally, anyone can use it. And for advanced protection, Ledger, Stax, and Flex wallets deliver top-tier security with the best discounts on the markets for our community. And finally, start actually making passive profits in crypto with the AI-powered robotic crypto trader, Go Baby Trade. It's literally a set-it-forget-it investment product. I've been using it now for over a year, and it's outperformed both manual trading, trying to buy low and sell high later, and it's the ultimate tool for intelligently automated dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin over the long term. So scroll down and use links below to take advantage of all the special offers they have for us. All right, let's check out the chart. Here we are, with this black line representing global M2 money supply and the red line representing the price of Bitcoin. So according to these projections, this area here is where the money supply growth likely bottomed out, and now at the very end of this red line is where the Bitcoin price currently is. And coming up, the black line is projected to have broken out into a steep upward increase. So here's what's important to understand about this chart. Historically, an increase in global M2 money supply has about a 12-week lead before Bitcoin follows suit, which we can clearly see with the gaps between the black and red lines. It's actually pretty insane how consistently and closely the price of Bitcoin correlates with the growth of the global money supply over the past 2 bull cycles. It has been a major predictor for every Bitcoin bull run. So if this projection plays out, we better buckle up, because the Bitcoin rocket is about to launch on its moon mission and beyond over the long term. Because central banks all over the world have been easing their monetary policies, increasing the money supply, and starting to drop interest rates. And as we discussed in the last video, the most common question people ask me is, when is altcoin season? Are we even going to have an altcoin season? The simple, straightforward answer is when the money printer fires up and when interest rates start dropping. That's when risk-on assets start thriving like crypto. And my random wild guess is, yes, we will experience an altcoin season starting at the end of the summer around August or September of this year. That may last through December. Historically, Bitcoin pops off first, so let's assume the 12-week lag from when the global money supply breaks out and upwards first, and Bitcoin follows 3 months later. This means if the breakout happens around now, that pushes us into a Bitcoin price breakout around August or September, and shortly after, altcoins start following suit. And when altcoins start popping, we need to be very careful, because they explode quickly and exponentially high in a short period of time and drop like a rock just as quickly once altcoin season has run its course. Cool. So how high could Bitcoin's price reach this cycle compared to multipliers from previous cycles? Let's check it out. The bottom price of Bitcoin in 2022 was around $16,000. So conservatively, if we 8x like we experienced in the 2020 cycle, Bitcoin would hit around $128,000. A more mid-range multiplier of a 12x would put Bitcoin at around $192,000. And an optimistic multiplier of around 20x like we experienced in previous crypto bull runs, Bitcoin would reach around $320,000. However, unlike previous cycles, this time is different, where we have institutional investors now buying Bitcoin, as well as entire nation states, wildly bullish. And instead of obstacles and headwinds like being a new asset class, lack of regulations, cast in a poor light by media and the traditional financial world, now with regulatory clarity, Having been around for over 15 years and lots of other tailwinds, Bitcoin is performing in a new, super favorable environment, which has never been the case historically. And as sophisticated, smart money always does, they front-run things before they explode, which they have been, accumulating massive amounts of Bitcoin over the last year or so. Crypto fam, let's play this hand we were dealt in this rigged global financial system by being aware of and monitoring this Bitcoin bull signal and follow the smart money to the moon and beyond together. Awesome. If you'd like to learn more about how we can all start passively making profits with Go Baby Trade, check out this video. If you would like to explore how and why Uphold is a way better and safer option for storing our money and managing crypto than banks and exchanges, check out this video. And to sign up for a free Uphold account, click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.